Good morning, one and all. Today I am going to discuss about the operation of transformer on load with leakage impedance of coil and equivalent circuit of the transformer. Okay. In the previous class, we already discussed about the transformer without leakage impedance. Okay, in the present class, we are discuss about the with leakage impedance of coil and also we are discuss about the phasor diagram for that with leakage impedance. Okay, in the previous class we already discussed about the transformer equivalent circuit. Okay, this is the R1 X1 R2 X2. Okay, R1 is the resistance of that primary winding and R2 is the resistance of that secondary winding. Similarly, X1 and X2 are the reactances for that primary and secondary windings. Okay, and then okay, this is the phasor diagram for that with leakage impedance. Okay, that all will be discussed in the previous class. Okay, for lagging loads. Now in the present class, we are discuss about the phasor diagram for that leading loads and also the phasor diagram for that resistive loads. Okay, understand ma? First of all, before going to observe the phasor diagram for that resistive loads and the lagging loads, leading loads. Okay, first we are write down the formulas for that IW and the I mu currents. Okay, therefore IW is the wattless current and IM is the magnetizing current. Okay, therefore I naught is equal to IW plus IM whole square from the this given diagram. Okay, this is the I naught current and then this I naught current is divided into two currents. Okay, therefore IM and the IC are IM and the IW. IM is the magnetizing current and IW is the wattless current. Okay, therefore I naught square. Okay, I naught square is equal to IW plus IM whole square. I naught square is equal to IW square plus IM square, where IW is the V1 by R naught and IM is the V1 by X naught and IM is the V1 by X naught. Okay, understand ma? Therefore, I naught is equal to, IW square plus IM square. I naught is equal to IW square plus IM square, or I naught square is equal to IW square plus IM square, or I naught is equal to square root of IW square plus IM square. Okay, IW square plus IM square. Okay, therefore from the phasor diagram, we write down the formula for pi naught. Okay, therefore pi naught is equal to tan inverse of IM by IW. Okay, therefore pi naught is equal to tan inverse of IM by IW, where IM is the magnetizing current and IW is the wattless current. Okay, therefore IM is equal to V1 by X naught. Okay, therefore IM is equal to V1 by X naught. Okay, then therefore write down the formulas for currents. Okay, that is I1. Okay, therefore I1 is equal to I naught at an angle of minus phi naught plus I2 dash at an angle of plus phi 2. Okay, first phi 2. Where I2 dash, okay, what is the formula for I2 dash? I2 dash means the secondary current referred to primary. Okay, dash means refer to primary and I2 is the secondary current. Okay, therefore I2 dash, okay, therefore I2 dash is equal to I2 into K. Okay, understand me? Where I2 dash is equal to I2 into K. Okay, then K is equal to N2 by N1. Okay, therefore K is equal to N2 by N1, where N2 is the secondary number of turns and N1 is the primary number of turns. Okay, therefore I1 is equal to, this can be written as I1 is equal to I naught cos phi naught plus I2 dash cos phi 2 plus I2 dash cos phi 2. Okay, the plus J into I naught sine of minus phi naught plus I2 dash into sine of plus or minus phi 2. Okay, understand ma? This is the formula for I1 current. That is the I1 means the primary current. Okay, therefore I1 is the primary current. Next, coming to the primary phase angle, that is phi 1. Okay, primary phase angle, that is phi 1. Therefore, phi 1 is equal to tan inverse of I naught sine of minus phi naught. Therefore, tan inverse of I naught sine of minus phi naught plus I2 dash sine of plus or minus phi 2 by I naught cos phi naught plus I2 dash cos phi 2. Okay, this is the phi 1. Okay, that is, and the primary power factor is cos phi 1. Okay, therefore the primary power factor is cos phi 1. Okay, next we write down the primary induced EMF, that is E1. Okay, therefore E1 equal to V1 at an angle of 0 minus I1 at an angle of phi 1 into Z. V is equal to V minus I into Z. Okay, this is the drop in the primary winding. And this is the applied voltage, that is V1 at an angle of 0 degrees minus I1 at an angle of phi 1 into Z1. Okay, therefore E1 is equal to V1 plus J0 minus I1 cos phi 1 plus J I1 sin phi 1. Z is equal to the R plus Jx. Okay, where Z is equal to R plus Jx. Okay, therefore, by using the transformation ratio, okay, what is the formula for transformation ratio? That is K. Okay, therefore, K is equal to E2 by E1. Okay, what is the transformation ratio? K. Therefore, K is equal to the E2 by E1. Okay, therefore, K is equal to E2 by E1. Okay, E2 is equal to E1 into K. Okay, therefore, E2 is equal to E1 into K. Okay, knowing that E2 and the KVL is applied on the secondary loop. Okay, therefore, then this can be written as V2 is equal to apply KVL in the previous circuit. That is V2 is equal to E2 minus I2Z. Okay, therefore, in that E2 is the E2 at an angle of phi 1 minus I2 means I2 at an angle of phi 2. Okay, therefore, this can be written as E2 at an angle of phi dash minus I2 at an angle of phi 2. Z2 is the R2 plus JX2. Okay, we are substituting Z is equal to R2 plus JX2. Okay, understand, ma? Next, how we will draw the phasor diagram for that leading loads. Okay, first we are considering the flux phi as the reference. Phi or the I1 current is the reference. Okay, this is the flux phi. Okay, first of all, we are considering due to that primary flux, we are developing the induced EMF leading by an angle of I1 or the, okay, by an angle of phi 1, I1 or the V1. Okay, opposite to that of induced EMF, okay, we are producing, that is minus E1. We are producing, that is minus E1. Okay, therefore, due to that EMF induced, then phi 2 or I2 flux R will be produced. Okay, this is the I2 current due to that. Okay, for the resistor load, E and the I are in phase. Okay, for leading loads, E1 leads the I2. Okay, therefore, by projecting this I2, then we are considering, that is I2 dash. Okay, understand ma? Then it will be considered as I2 dash. Okay, therefore some resistive drop is there, that is I1 R1. Okay, we are obtaining some resistive drop, that is I1 R1. At an angle of 90 degrees, we are producing reactance drop, that is I1 X1. Okay, we are producing reactance drop, that is I1 and X1. Okay, by the vector sum, we are obtaining, that is V1. Okay, or by adding these two drops, then we obtain I1 Z1. We obtain, that is I1 Z1. Okay, at an angle of phi1, we are considering as, that is I1. I1. Okay, by adding this, we obtain I0. This is I0. Okay, this is the angle phi1. Next, at an angle of phi2, we are producing, that is V2. At an angle of phi2, we are producing V2. And by we are having the resistance drop, that is I2R2. Resistor drop and reactance drop, that is I2 X2, I2 X2, and by adding these two, we obtain Z, I2 Z. Impedance drop, that is I2 Z2. Okay, that is I2 Z2. Okay, understand me? Once again, I am revising. First, consider the flux phi. Okay, consider we are taking the reference as the flux phi. Due to that flux, for leading loads, the E1 that will be induced like this. E1 that will be induced like this. Opposite to that of we are obtaining minus E1. Okay, this is minus E1. Okay, for resistance, we are obtaining, that is I1 R1. For reactance, that is I1 X1 at an angle of 90 degrees. Okay, by adding this, two, we obtain I1 Z. I1 Z. At this point, we are draw, that is V1. Okay, next, due to that E1, for leading loads, we are producing, that is I2 current. I2 current at an angle of phi2. At an angle of phi2, we are developing V2. Okay, V2. For resistor drop, we are taking, that is I2R2. At 90 degrees, I2X2. And by adding this, we obtain, that is I2Z2. I2Z2. Okay, and then by projecting this I2 current, we are drawing that the opposite to that positive cycle, that is I2 dash. Okay, at some angle, we are draw the I0 current. Say I0. By vector sum of these two currents, we are draw, that is I1 current. Okay, understand me? This is the I1 current. Okay, the angle between this V1 and the I1 is the phi1. Okay, understand the angle between The V1 and I1 is the phi 1. Okay, understand? First, we are drawing the flux phi at an angle of 90 degrees for leading loads. We are representing that is E1. Opposite to that of we are taking that is minus E1. For resistance drop I1 R1. For reactance drop I1 X1. Impedance that is I1 Z1. Okay. And by projecting this V1 for that 0, then this is considered as the V1. Okay. Therefore, at some angle we are considering that is the I0. Okay. And E1 leads the I2 by an angle of phi 2. Okay. Therefore, at an angle of phi 2, we are considering that is V2 for resistor drop I2 R2, reactance drop I2 X2 at an angle and I2 Z2. I2 Z2. By projecting this same I2 in the positive cycle, that will be considered as I2 dash. Okay, for positive cycle, that will be considered as that is I2 dash. Okay, by vector sum of these two currents, then it will be considered as I1. Okay, understand ma? The vector sum of these two currents, then that will be considered as I1. Okay. These are the phasor diagram for the leading loads. Similarly, we draw the phasor diagram for the lagging loads also. Sorry, for unity loads also. In the previous class, we already discussed about the lagging load phasor diagram. And this is the phasor diagram for that unity power factor. Okay, what is meant by the unity power factor? That is resistive load. Okay, that is we are considering as the resistive load. Unity power factor means the resistive load. First, for resistive loads at the unity power factor, we are considering as the flux phi. Okay. At an angle of 90 degrees, we are representing that is E1. Okay. But when we are connecting the load to that secondary winding, okay, therefore, due to that load, some magnetizing current that will be flowing to that secondary winding. Okay. Due to that magnetizing current, okay, we are drawing that is I2. Okay, I2 for some angle to that E1. Okay, for unity power factor, without load, this I2 current is in phase to the E1. But in this case, the E1 and I2 are not in phase. Why? Because means we are connecting the load. Okay, due to that load, some leakage magnetic flux will be produced. Due to that flux, the current will be produced. Okay, that's why we are considering this is the I2 current at an angle of phi 2. Okay, this is the I2 current at an angle of phi 2. Okay, due to that unity power factor, this V1, V2 is considered in phase. Okay, therefore I2 and the V2 are in phase. Okay, understand me? Next, we are draw the some resistance drop that is I2 R2. Okay, we are drawing the reactance that is I2 R2 at an angle of 90 degrees that is I2 X2. That is I2 X2. Okay, therefore, due to that I2 current, E2 will be produced. That will be in phase to the E1 voltage. Okay, this is the E2. Okay, the vector sum of these two resistance drop and reactance drop we are considering as that is I2Z. Okay, we are considering as that is I2Z. Okay, understand ma? Next, opposite to that E1, we are taking that is minus E1. Okay, opposite to E1, we are considering that is minus E1. Okay, therefore, for the resistive loads, we are obtaining I1 R1 drop, I1 R1, and for reactive loads, we are obtaining that is I1 X1. I1 X1. Okay, by vector sum of these two currents, that is I1Z. That is I1Z. Okay, by adding these two, we are obtaining that is V1. Okay, at an angle of phi 2, we are considering, sorry, I2 will be projected for the positive cycle, that will be taken as I2 dash. Therefore, I2 dash, I0 and vector sum of these two currents we are considering as that is I1. Okay, this is the phasor diagrams for that unity power factors. Okay, next coming to the equivalent circuit, that is referred to the both primary and secondary of the transformers. Okay, this is the equivalent circuit that is referred to the primary. Okay, this is the primary winding and this is the secondary winding. Okay, therefore that primary means all the components will be connected in the primary. Okay, therefore we are shifting that resistance reactance in the case of a primary. Okay, then it will be represented as R2 dash and X2 dash. Okay, understand ma? Then it will be represented as that is R2 dash and the X2 dash. And these are the R1 and the X1s. Okay, therefore R1 means the resistance at the primary winding. Okay, and X1. X1 is the reactance at the primary winding. Okay, understand my X1 is the reactance at the primary winding. Next, coming to the R2 dash. Okay, therefore R2 dash is the resistance at the secondary winding refer to the primary. Okay, dash means that will be indicated by refer to the primary winding. That will be indicated to the refer to the primary winding and X2 dash. Okay, therefore X2 dash is the reactance that will be referred to the primary winding. Okay, therefore that is the reactance that will be referred to the primary winding. Okay, both will be impedance, that is the Z2 dash. Okay, that is the Z2 dash. Okay, therefore X1 is the reactance referred to the primary and X2 dash is the reactance for the secondary referred to primary. Okay, this is the Z1 impedance of that primary winding and Z2 dash is the impedance for secondary winding referred to primary. Dash means referred to primary. Therefore, V1 is the applied voltage and X0 R0. No load reactance and the no load resistance and I mu and the IW. And this is considered as the V2 dash. Okay, therefore V2 dash is the voltage across the secondary winding that will be referred to the primary. And V2 is the secondary voltage and I2 is the secondary current. Okay, remember that notations. Then we easily do the problems that will be related to the equivalent circuit of a transformer. Okay, once again I am revising. V1 is the primary voltage. Okay, I1. I1 is the primary current and X1. Okay, X1 is the primary reactance and R1. R1 is the primary resistance and Z1. Okay, Z1 is the primary impedance. Up to this, you understand? Next, I2 dash. I2 dash 2 means the secondary. Dash is referred to primary. Okay, therefore I2 dash is equal to secondary current referred to primary. Okay, I2 dash is secondary current referred to primary. Next, R2 dash. Secondary resistance referred to primary. Okay, next X2 dash. Secondary reactance referred to primary. Okay, secondary reactance referred to primary. Next Z2 dash. Secondary impedance referred to primary. Okay, secondary impedance referred to primary. Next V2 dash. Secondary voltage referred to primary. Next V2. Secondary voltage. Next I2. Secondary current. Okay, this is the equivalent circuit of transformer. Equivalent circuit of transformer refer to primary diagram. Okay, understand ma? I naught is the no load current, and X naught is the no load reactance, and R naught is the no load resistance. R naught is the no load resistance. Okay, this is the equivalent circuit diagram, and various notations for that equivalent circuit diagram is like this. Okay, understand ma? Next, to have to simplify the calculations, okay, the equivalent circuit is modified as bringing the core branch towards the supply voltage instead of having in between the primary and secondary parameters. Okay, this is the Z1 and this is the Z2 dash, and this is the I naught, X naught, IW and the I mu. Okay, this is the simplified equivalent circuit of transformer. Okay, refer to primary. Okay, understand ma? This is the equivalent circuit of transformer. Refer to primary winding. Okay, understand? Simplification equivalent circuit for refer to primary. Next, from this simplified equivalent circuit diagram, the total resistance, reactance and impedances are referred to primary. Okay, therefore, what is the R equivalent formula? We remember those formulas. Okay, that will be useful for calculating that equivalent parameters of a transformers. Okay, therefore R equivalent 1. That is the equivalent resistance referred to primary. Okay, equivalent resistance for the primary. Okay, that is R1 plus R2 dash. Okay, where R1 is the primary resistance and R2 dash is the secondary resistance referred to primary. Okay, understand ma? R2 dash. Okay, that is secondary resistance referred to primary. Okay, that is equal to R1 plus. Okay, what is the formula for R2 dash? R2 dash is equal to R2 by K square. Okay, what is the formula for R2 dash? That is R2 by K square. R2 dash is equal to R2 by K square. Okay, understand ma? Okay, substitute this R2 dash formula, that is R2 by K square. Okay, similarly we are writing that is X equivalent 1. Okay, similarly we are writing that is X equivalent 1. Therefore, X equivalent 1 is equal to X1 plus X2 dash. Okay, X1 plus X2 dash. X1 is the primary reactance and X2 dash. Okay, X2 dash is the secondary reactance that will be referred to primary. Okay, understand ma? X2 dash is the secondary reactance referred to primary. Okay, dash means the refer to primary. Okay, that is equal to X1 plus, that is equal to X1 plus X2 by K square. Okay, X1 plus X2 by K square. Okay, where X2 is the secondary reactance and K square. Okay, X2 is the secondary reactance and K square is the transformation ratio. Okay, therefore X2 dash. Okay, therefore X2 dash. What is meant by X2 dash? Secondary reactance refer to primary. Dash means refer to primary. Okay, therefore X2 dash is equal to X2 dash is equal to X2 by K square. Okay, therefore X2 dash is equal to X2 by K square. Okay, where X2 is the secondary reactance and K is the transformation ratio. And X2 dash is the secondary reactance referred to primary. Okay, similarly we are writing that is Z equivalent 1. Okay, what is the formula for Z equivalent 1? That is Z1 plus Z2 dash. Okay, therefore, Z equivalent is 1 is equal to Z1 plus Z2 dash. Okay, where Z1 is the primary impedance. Okay, where Z1 is the primary impedance and Z2 dash is the secondary impedance refer to primary. Okay, dash means the refer to primary. Okay, secondary impedance refer to primary. Okay, that is equal to Z1 plus Z2 by K square. Okay, therefore the formula for Z2 dash. Okay, therefore the formula for Z2 dash is equal to Z2 dash is equal to Z2 by K square. Z2 by K square. Okay, therefore Z2 is the secondary impedance and K is the transformation ratio. Okay, remember those formulas. Okay, similarly, the equivalent circuits refer to secondary of the transformer. Okay, the equivalent circuit refer to secondary of the transformer. That is primary resistance refer to the secondary. Okay, that is primary resistance refer to the secondary, that is R1 dash. Okay, R1 is the primary resistance refer to secondary. R1 dash is the primary resistance refer to secondary, that is equal to V2 by I2. Okay, understand ma? That is equal to V2 by I2. Okay, then this is written as, that is V2 by I2 into, we are multiplying V1 I1 for both numerator and denominator, that is V1 I1 by V1 I1. That equal to V2 I1, V1 I2 into V1 by I1. Okay, therefore V1 by I1 is equal to R1. Okay, therefore we are writing V1 by I1 is equal to R1. Next, V2 by V1 equal to I1 by I2 equal to K. Then this will be considered as K square. Okay, then this will be considered as K square. That is equal to K square into R1. Okay, understand ma? That is equal to K square into R1. Okay, therefore R1 dash is equal to R1 into K square. Okay, R1 dash, that is the primary resistance refer to secondary. Okay, remember that formula. Primary resistance refer to secondary. R1 dash is equal to R1 into K square. Okay, therefore, the primary reactance refer to secondary, that is X1 dash. Okay, therefore, that is X1 dash. Similarly, we are writing that is primary reactance refer to secondary, V2 by I2. Okay, and then we multiplied V1 by I1, V1 by I1, multiplied and divide for this equation. Then this can be written as V2 I1 by V1 I2 into V1 by I1. Okay, that will be equal to K square into X1. Okay, that will be equal to K square into X1, where K is equal to V2 by V1, that equal to I1 by I2, that equal to K. Therefore, V1 by I1 is equal to X1. Okay, therefore, V1 by I1 is equal to X1. Therefore, X1 dash, that is primary reactance. Okay, X1 dash is the primary reactance refer to secondary is equal to X1 into K square, where X1 is the primary reactance and K is the transformation ratio, and these are the formulas for that K value. Okay, understand ma? We remember those formulas. Okay, that will be very useful for calculating the equivalent circuit parameters of a transformer. Okay, for calculating the equivalent circuit of a transformer. Okay, remember those formulas. Okay, that is very important formulas for determining the calculation of a equivalent parameters. Okay, understand? Next. Okay, in the next class, we are discuss about the briefly. Okay, we are discuss about how to draw the equivalent circuit diagram, that will be referred to primary, and also that will be referred to secondary. That all will be discussed in the next coming class. similarly, we write down the impedance value. Okay, this is the resistance. Primary resistance refer to secondary. Okay, R1 dash means primary resistance refer to secondary, and X1 dash means primary reactance refer to secondary. Okay, similarly, we write down the primary impedance refer to secondary. Okay, similarly, we are writing the primary impedance refer to secondary. Okay, Z1 dash. Okay, therefore Z1 dash, Z means the V by I, V2 by I1. Okay, that is, then we multiplied and divide V1 I1 by V1 I1. Okay, therefore that will be equal to V2 I1, V1 I2 into V1 I1. Okay, then this can be written as K square into Z1, where K is the V2 by V1 and I1 by I2. Okay, therefore Z1 dash is the primary impedance referred to secondary. Okay, therefore the formula for primary impedance that will be referred to secondary, that is Z1 dash. Okay, therefore Z1 dash is equal to Z1 dash is equal to Z1 into K square, where K is equal to V2 by V1 equal to I1 by I2, equal to I1 by I2. Okay, this is the primary impedance that will be referred to secondary. Okay, therefore we are writing that is R equivalent 1, X equivalent 2 and Z equivalent 2. Therefore the equivalent resistances for secondary winding and equivalent reactances for secondary winding and equivalent impedances for that secondary winding. First we are writing that is equivalent resistance, that is R equivalent 2. Okay, therefore R equivalent 2 is equal to R2 plus R1 dash. Okay, R2 plus R1 dash, where R2 is the secondary resistance and R1 dash is the primary resistance referred to secondary. Okay, therefore R2 plus R1 K square. R1 K square. Okay, similarly we are writing that is X equivalent to X2 plus X1 dash. X2 is the secondary reactance and X1 dash is the primary reactance referred to secondary. Okay, similarly we are writing that is Z equivalent to. Okay, therefore Z equivalent to equal to Z2 plus Z1 dash, where Z2 is the secondary impedance and Z1 dash is the primary impedance referred to secondary. Okay, that will be equal to Z1 into K square. Okay, remember those formulas. Okay, that will be very useful for finding the equivalent parameters for the transformers in the problems. Okay, understand, ma'am? In the next class, we are writing how we will draw the equivalent circuit diagram that will be referred to secondary.